Good morning. Stop stressing. Stop stressing about the dream. Stop stressing about the career. Stop stressing about your family. Stop stressing about school. Stop stressing about the house. Stop stressing about the apartment. Stop stressing about the car. Stop stressing. Stop stressing about relationships. Stop stressing. Even with my YouTube journey, if I'm not careful, this dream, this passion that I have can definitely become stressful. Uploading, editing, going through all these formalities. If you're not careful, you can definitely stress about it. You could stress about the views. You could stress about getting subscribers. You could stress about likes. You could stress about comments. There's so many. You could stress about the algorithm. There's so many things that if you're not careful, you could definitely get distracted and get stressed out. And it's just not YouTube. It could be relationships. If you're not careful, you're dating somebody, or you're interested in somebody, or you're engaged, or you're married. It could definitely become a stressful thing being involved with that person. Them not lining up, them not coming into agreement, them not performing at their best. It could definitely get stressful. They're doing things that aggravate you and make you feel a certain type of way. It could definitely become extremely stressful. And that's the thing that I'm talking about. That's the thing that we want to stay away from. With our careers, they could be stressful. Your boss is placing a demand on you. They're always pulling on you. They're always calling you to do certain things that you may not just have the bandwidth to do at this point in time because of all the other things that are going on in your life. And I'm saying that thing will become a stressor. It will definitely stress you out. School, you're waiting to hear back. You're waiting to find out about financial aid. You're waiting to hear about this or hear about that. You're waiting to hear about the dormitory. Those things can definitely stress you out and become a distraction. Your dream. You stressing out when to get started, how to get started, who to talk to, where to get help from. You don't have the money. All those things can become a stressor. I'm going to need you to believe in yourself. You want everybody else to believe, but you have to believe. And you have to know your why. You have to do it because it's in your heart and you're passionate about it. You're not doing it for validation. You're not doing it to please others. You're not doing it for no other reason but to do what God is calling you to do and to be obedient. The blessing is in being obedient. Things are not going to always go the way that we planned for them to go. There's a lot of twists and turns on this journey, and you got to be in it for the long haul. You got to be ready for the ride, because a lot of us focus on the end. And you have to enjoy the journey on the way there, all the things that you learned along the way. And I'm telling you this morning, stop stressing out. Well, CJ, you just told me the other day, brother, to move in intentionality. Absolutely. You still be intentional, but this is where it comes into play. This is where it comes in alignment. Control what you can control, and what you can't control, don't worry about. You do everything that you can do in the best of your ability. You show up as your best self. You do the homework. You do the preparation. You do the hard work. But the things you can't control, how many subscribers you get, how many views you get, when the school is going to call, when they're going to approve the loan, where you're going to get the money from, all those things are outside of your control, and you can't worry about those things. You can't, because there's nothing that you can do about it, so why stress about it? So what do I do in the meantime, in between time? You give God praise. You give him thanks. You focus on the things that you can control, and you be happy. You be happy. You focus on you. You practice self-love in the meantime, in between time. You learn more. You do more. You experience more. You explore. You get out and you meet different people. You network. Those are all things that you can control. So I'm telling you, stop stressing. Stop stressing about everything. Stop stressing about the way you look, the way your hair is, your body type, your figure, all these things. Stop stressing about. Stop stressing about your receding hairline. Stop stressing about you losing hair and your hair thinning. Stop stressing about your teeth. Stop stressing about where you live. Stop stressing about your family members. Stop stressing about all this stuff, because a lot of these things are outside of your control. You can't control your hairline. So when it's time for it to go, it's time for it to go. Now, what you can control is your weight. You can get out here, you can exercise, you can go to the gym, you can change your diet. That's something you can control. Those are factors that you can control. So you shouldn't be stressing about your weight, because that's a decision that's based upon you and what it is that you want to do and how disciplined you feel like you can be at this point in time. I know a lot of my videos won't be for everybody, because, some of the videos are feel good, but a lot of the videos are going to require you to do some work. They're going to require you to hold yourself accountable. A lot of these messages are not going to be happy-go-lucky messages, because it's going to put a mirror on you where you look at yourself to say, what adjustments do I need to be making? So I already know some videos will blow up and some of them won't, because everybody doesn't want to do the work. And that's what separates the great from the good from the bad. The great want to do the work. The good do a little bit of the work, and the bad don't want to do any of the work. You're not going to get to your next level procrastinating and being lazy and second guessing yourself and doubting. You're not going to get to the next level operating in that type of energy. You're just not going to get to the next level. So I'm saying you have to be one of the ones that are disciplined. You have to be one of the ones that are focused. You have to be one of the ones that have made their mind up. I want to go to the next level, because we're going to the next level on this channel. We're going to the next level in this community. And a lot of these things I haven't mastered, I'm putting into practice every single day. So that's how I'm able to share these things with you. We're all in the fight together. We're all out here wrestling together. So I'm saying today, make a decision. Make a decision on the person you want to be. Make a decision on what it is that you want to have and what it is that you want to do with your life. Because nothing just happens. You have to do something. You have to get out here and make it happen. You have to get up off your butt. You have to cut off Netflix. You have to cut off the phone. You have to cut off certain activities. You're going to get out here and you're going to have to work. That's the only way it's going to happen. It's not going to magically appear. Nobody's going to dump it in your lap. The business is not just going to come. Nobody's just going to enroll you in school and all of a sudden school you wanted to go to is going to call you out of the blue. More than likely, that's not going to happen. There's some work that you had to put in. There's some work you have to put in order to get to that space. So it's time out for making excuses and being out here and just winging it and just going through the formalities and just thinking things are supposed to happen. Or we want to play the blame game. We want to blame everybody else. We want to blame our upbringing. We want to blame our parents. We want to blame our friends. We want to blame that relationship. And nobody has any power or control over you, because you don't have to be in any situation that you don't want to be in. You don't. So whatever situation you're in at this point, you're choosing it. Now, I didn't say it could turn around overnight, because you may be in a situation that's going to require some time, that's going to require some elbow grease, that's going to require some work for you to get out of, but you can get out of it. You're not sitting around a year later still making the same excuse about things that are going on in your life that you could have did something about. Your attitude is something you can control. As you have heard before, your attitude determines your altitude. That's something that you can do something about. So I want you to take a close look at the things that are in your life that you have control over. And I want you to take a close look at the things in your life that you don't have control over. You got this. There's still a lot of time left in this year. This year is just starting. And you could be the person that you want to be this year. The wait is over. You don't have to wait. It's about to be summertime, spring, whatever season is your favorite season, and you can get out here and make it happen on all levels. You can get out here and network. You can get out here and exercise. You can get out here and do whatever it is that you have to do in order to push yourself or propel yourself to that next level. We're out here stressing out, and God wants you to be happy. You can't be happy if you always stressing out about everything that is going on in your life. You can't be happy. It's impossible. You can't be stressed and happy at the same time. So I'm saying, look at your life. Do some self-inventory and really look and make adjustments with the things you need to make adjustments with. Because I done made up in my mind, I don't want to be stressed no more. I don't want to be stressed about nothing. I don't want to be stressed about my car. I don't want to be stressed about my living arrangement. I don't want to be stressed about YouTube. I don't want to be stressed about any of these businesses that I'm planning on starting this summer. I don't want to be stressed about work. I don't want to be stressed about relationships. I don't want to be stressed about any of those things. I don't. And I'm not going to be. I'm not. And I'm going to take every precautionary measure to make sure that I don't be in that space. Whatever I got to do. Cutting off my phone, not answering the phone, staying off of analytics, whatever I have to do to get myself in a place of peace and joy and happiness, that's what I'm going to do. If it requires me not to hang out with certain people or be around certain people, I'm going to do whatever it is that I need to do to make sure I'm okay. And that's what you need to do. You need to make sure you're okay. And every day is going to look different. Every day is not going to look the same. Because we're human. Some days are going to be better than others. But when you apply that intentionality, you're going to be okay. Because the day is going to go the way that you planned for it to go. And you're going to be in a space to handle it because of the way that you're moving and the adjustments that you have made. Like I know, life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. Things are hitting us from every different direction. Some of us have experienced great loss, whether it be family members, jobs, all type of things. Things have happened that we never seen coming, that was never in sight. They just came out of nowhere. And I'm telling you that you got what it takes to make it. Get back up, dust yourself off. Come out of that depression. Come out of whatever it is that you're going through emotionally. God got you, baby. You gonna be okay. I know you gonna be okay because you here and you keep showing up. And that is half of the battle. You just gotta keep showing up. You show up tired. You show up lonely. You show up depressed. You show up crying. You just gotta keep showing up. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. You just gotta keep showing up. And it's gonna get better. It has to get better. Because you're going to do what it is that you have to do spiritually. You're not doing this in and of your own power, of your own strength. You're going to do what you have to do spiritually to get yourself to that point of where you need to be. You're going to do the work. You're not going to wait on someone else to do the work for you. You're going to do the work. You're going to stop being afraid, and you're going to do the work. God loves you. And he has placed so many things in you, so many talents, so many gifts, so many skills that you have to get out here and stop being afraid and utilize those things. But while you're doing it, you're not stressing out about it. You're just being obedient. You're just doing what God told you to do. You're not worried about the customers. You're not worried about the business blowing up. You're not worried about who's helping you. You're just being obedient. And when you flow in that space, you can flow in peace. Because all the pressure is on God to show up, perform, and show out. So make a decision today that you're going to stop stressing out. And you're going to control the things that you can control. And the things you can't control, you're not going to worry about it. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. I appreciate you. I love all of y'all. And have a great day. Peace.